The Great Aussie Shade Shed Expedition. The Outback Odyssey begins. Toyota Prado, full to the brim, popped up caravan with the Blockysupplies setting off from Brisbane. The mission: to reverse the vast land of Australia, state by state, in search of the perfect shade shed inspiration. First stop, the iconic Uluru. As majestic as a shade shed in the midday sun, it stood, reminding us of the endurance needed in our designs. Redder than a sunburnt palm, chuckled breaking the outback silence. Northern Territory adventures. In the Northern Territory, we hit up Catherine Gorge. The beauty, breathtaking. The flies, as friendly as a footy fan at the grand final. You'll need a shed just to escape these fellas, I joked to a local who merely nodded, swatting away. Ever seen a camel race? Asked our guide in Boolia. It was like the Melbourne Cup, but steer and with humps. Bet they'd love some shade, I quipped, scribbling notes on sun protection for our sheds. In Western Australia, from Broom's Jib River Road to Perth, the landscape shifted like a chameleon. In Western Australia, the weather change is quicker than a footy player's mind at contract time, laughed a local in Mount Magnet. Here, our shade shed popped up quicker than a quokka selfie. That's handier than a stubby holder on a hot day, remarked a bystander, nodding in approval. Crossing the Great Australian Bight, we realized the outback towns needed shade. So many spots along this long road with no shade, windy and dry. Perfect for a shade shed. In Sydney, it was all glitz and glamour. But even here, amidst the hustle and bustle, the need for a tranquil shade spot was clear. Fancy a shed opera house edition? I joked to a passerby who laughed. Only if it has Wi-Fi. Back in Brisbane, it felt like completing a lap of honor at the Gabba. Each state had offered a unique slice of Aussie life, and our shade sheds needed to match that diversity. From the red deserts to the bustling cities, we'd seen it all. Blockysupplies hadn't just traveled to Australia, we'd embraced its spirit. Our shade sheds weren't just built for shade. They were monuments to Aussie resilience, humor, and a love for the great outdoors. And that, mates, is the tale of the Great Aussie Shade Shed Expedition. A journey of laughter, discovery, and the quest to bring a bit of cool shade to every sun-kissed corner of this great land.